Hi everyone. We're going to take a look at Yellow Submarine, the strumming patterns for that. There's two basic patterns, one for the verse and one for the chorus. And we're going to take a look at both of those in this video. So hopefully you got your tablature and music out, and let's get started. So the first thing you want to notice on the verse is that there's some percussive hits on 2 and 3, and then we're going to be strumming on 1 and 4. No upbeats in the strumming at all for the verse. It's all downbeats with percussion. Now for the percussion, I'm going to just tap my uke right underneath here. If you have a uke, you can always tap your thumb. I would use the lower bout, or like that if you want. You could tap up on the top, but you might end up muting the strings. And for this song, we really want everything to ring. We don't want to cut that sound off at all. So that's why I'm not using any brush strokes or tapping on the strings. Someplace on the body, either underneath the uke or again on the lower bout there, maybe with the thumb or the ends of your fingers. So let's take a look at this. Chords are fairly easy. D to C, G, E minor, A minor, C major 7. And this is very important, that C major 7. The reason being is in the vocal, we happen to be singing a B note. And the B is the note that makes a C major 7. If you're playing a C, a regular C chord, and we're singing a B against that, very, very dissonant. And so you really want to play that C major 7, okay? So there's a C in the beginning of this, right after the D, but then you want that C major 7, okay? We're going to take this at 80, so you can get an idea how this goes. We're going to take it relatively slow. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, tap, tap. C, G, tap, tap. E minor, A minor, tap. C major 7 to D, and we go back around now on the D. C, G, E minor, A minor, C major 7 to D, and I'll just do the counts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, once more. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and we'll stop right there, okay? Now again, my metronome is set at 80. If you need to slow that down, go on and slow it down. But I hope you can hear already how we've already developed the feel that this song has. The melody line and the lyrics all work within this rhythm to make this song really interesting. It wouldn't be the same just to strum it. We really need to add this rhythm in. So let's take a look at the chorus now. The chorus is very easy. It's only 2 chords. It's a G and a D. If you happen to have a pencil and you want to write this down, you can. I would just write it off to the side. It's a G for 1 measure, a D for 1 measure, another D for 1 measure, and a G. Those are your 4 chords. G, D, D, and G. And that's how you get there and wrap around to it, okay? So let's take a look at this. We'll start with the G and take a look at the pattern itself. Now the pattern is relatively easy. It's a little different than what we've done. We go all the way to the 3 before we ever actually do an upstroke. So it goes 1, 2, 3, up, down, like that. And it's also in a shuffle feel. If you were counting that, the shuffle is counted 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay, and you're playing on the downbeats, the 1, you let the and go, and you're playing on the so you get a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and that's how the shuffle is actually developed. Most of us just feel this naturally, so there's not a problem. But if you wanted to know the actual reason and how that's structured, now you know. So let's take a look at that. Again, we're going to try 80. We're just going to do the G right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Okay? Now let's try putting it together. So you have the G for 1 measure, D for 2 measures, G for 1, wraps back around to catch a G, 2 Ds, and a G. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. Now to D. We play that again. Into G, which wraps us back around to the G. D. We play another measure of D. Exactly, and we'll stop right there, okay? So that's how the chorus is played. So you can see there, even with that, if you were singing "We All Live in a Yellow Submarine," the submarine is where you actually get the down, up, down. So you get a "We all live in a yellow submarine." And so again, you can see how this rhythm is really following the actual rhythmic pattern of the melody, just as the verse had done. Now, one other thing we want to touch base on here, and that's singing and playing. This is a rhythm pattern that's a little different than what we've done. And if you have an issue with singing this and putting it all together, what I would suggest doing is to take the lyrics out of it. We know the melody, so take the lyrics out so you're not trying to read the lyrics and read the rhythm pattern and try to put it all together. I would use a sound. I like ba for this because we're doing ba 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 ba. So I would take a ba to do the melody until you get comfortable with that. Okay, now this happens to start on a B. Ba 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 ba. It's up in there. That's where the ladies are actually singing. If you guys are, if you can sing in the tenor range, you might be able to get that out as well. But I'm going to go on and sing up in there. So we're going to go back to the verse, and I'm going to do the bas with the verse chords at metronome setting of 80, so you can see how this goes. And there's a pickup note on the B, and you'll notice that B is the same thing that was causing us to play a C major 7 toward the end. Very important. So here we go. Ma. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. We'll stop right there, okay? So that was the verse using the bas. So if you find it difficult to put the lyrics in there and play the rhythm, first of all, get very comfortable with playing this rhythm. Then when you try to throw that in there, if it's still kind of difficult, use a ba, 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 so you don't have to think about the lyrics. Once you're comfortable with that, and you're playing it, singing the bas, then you can go on and start throwing the lyrics in. Perhaps you do like a line at a time, a verse at a time, whatever, okay? Same thing applies to the chorus. Let's take a look at the chorus. The chorus is, "We all live in a yellow submarine." It's ba, 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 ba. And again, I'm singing right where the ladies are, okay? This starts on a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so there you go. So now everything we've done today is metronome at 80. If you need to slow that down a little bit, by all means do it. Not a problem at all. And then we'll slowly work up the speed. You'll find that once you're comfortable with playing this, it becomes a lot easier to actually speed it up once you're comfortable and you've been playing it. So that's the rhythm to the verse and the chorus. One key note. If you're having a hard time putting it all together singing, remember to use ba ba ba. That's a good one to use to get the lyrics out so you don't have to concentrate on reading lyrics. And enjoy that, and we'll get this song put together.